And good morning and welcome. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Odie, you might need to move over just a little bit closer to me.
Here we go.
We were in a hurry to get things rolling and didn't have a chance to check all of that. As we begin today, there's a lot of weather to talk about. There's a lot going on as we speak right now behind the scenes with power companies working, trying to restore power in all areas throughout the listening area, the entire state of Mississippi. We've had people from all over watching this morning, and we're going to update all of that as quickly as we can to let you know what your area is doing. Be careful, most of all, isn't it, Odie?
That's the key. If you don't have to be anywhere, don't get out in this. Yes, we made it through all night last night, doing pretty good. But now we're having some more rain coming in, some more wind coming in. We're going to see some more trees down. The roads are covered in debris, especially out in the county. It is not safe. They're all slick. There's no school today for the most part. So
we've got Enterprise starting late.
Enterprise is starting late.
Lamar starting late, and that's about it.
And I think that's it.
City offices are going to be starting late. Also, the Lauderdale County Courthouse is closed, but still having their meeting. Yep. And then I was trying to think if there was anybody else that had a delayed start, but everybody else mostly is out.
Yeah, and if you don't have to be, don't get out and about. Power crews are all over the place working and
look at this,
and
Odie.
Getting that done.
Let me show this. This is why we say don't go out because of gust. Now, there's a difference in between straight of normal wind and then your gust. Here's what we've got with gusts right now. Look at Meridian. We're sitting at 47 miles an hour. As you take this path to Collinsville, look at this. It gets up to 50, 51, 49, and by the time you get there, it's 48. So this little stretch there where that orange burst is showing a lot more. Let's zoom in on this. As you get right there about where Sicalina Volunteer Fire Department, all along there where Owls is, Hookston, Nellyburg. Look at that. That's pretty heavy there. We got some areas there. Look at that, Pine Springs, 49. Collinsville, 48. And these are gusts. This is what's snapping those power lines left and right. Union sitting at 38. That's still strong. York, Alabama, over that area around 40. You get into Jackson about 43. And Brandon topping in about 51 miles an hour. Now, as I said, let's just look at regular wind speed as you go back into Meridian. About 21 mile an hour. So it's double with the gust included in this.
Yes, sustained wind, 21 miles an hour. That's a lot. And so we've had a question, we had a call, we talked to Oscar One with the county, and because of the wind and the shapes of the road, ADSI will not be picking up garbage today. If today was your day, they're going to pick that up tomorrow. And if tomorrow is your day, they're going to pick that up Saturday.
And they're only doing that if you can find your garbage can.
Yeah. Hopefully you got enough in there that weighed it down.
Tough out there.
So it is, and that's the safest thing to do.
And we want to say welcome for those of you who are listening on WMOX Radio. They are joining us this morning, simulcasting the show today. So we welcome all our listeners that are maybe new to the show via WMOX Radio.
Yeah, this is nice to get this much information out to as many people. The best thing was the schools to not go in today with the shape of our roads. Look, those school buses are full of precious cargo.
They are.
And we want to make sure that each one of those are as safe as possible.
Let's look at statewide right now, what we're looking at with our power outages, Odie. As we look at this, statewide, it's 66,200 people without power. As we go into Kipper County, roughly 900 without power. Lauderdale County now is up to 4,400 people sitting in the dark. There's not going to be any jeopardy today.
No.
Newton County around 1,500. Neshoba about 600. Jasper, look at this, 2,300 people in Jasper. Wow. As we look down to Harrell Country, about a little over 1,000 people there without power.
I hope Harold still got a light bulb or something.
Man, I know he don't need to be out there in the hay without it.
No,
does
he doesn't.
So that's what we got. Now let's look a little bit more local. Let's pull up EMEPA and we'll look at also Mississippi Power. Locally, as we go here to EMEPA, there's a lot of you that are on this. Let me pull this down where you can see it a little bit better.
6,400 people affected right now with Mississippi Power.
Yes,
in our
sir.
area.
As you start at the top here in Neshoba County there, up in Bogachita. Look at this as we get into Kemper County. There's a swath of folks right there without power. 600 people here on Highway 39 going up there. Another 600 north of Bailey, 500 over in the Topton area, 700 over near Nellyburg, 100 here just west of town, and then some bitty ones there. But look at this as we get down into Clark County.
Man.
Out by Wynot, about 700 people, Odie. We've got Wolf Springs area, 800. Middleton area, another 600, and it's scattered through those areas.
Yeah, Tomb Suba's no power. Duffy has power, so that's good. Duffy's hanging in there. Power's out in Tomb Suba. It's out. Those power crews, these guys are out there working in this mess. They're in those buckets up in the air, and if you're driving by in the car, pay extra attention to what's going on and these guys that are out there working, trying to get this up.
If you look at Russell Christian Academy, right there, it's about 100 people without power in Tomb Suba, as you just brought them up, about 113. And again, this is on the Mississippi Power side. Total 4,300 people without power there. We go south of town. Look at this here at Highway 45. This is going to be out 22nd Avenue Heights.
Wow.
We roughly have 200 people there without power. And this is where we were getting into yesterday of being real careful. Right now, we are on backup generator. We have no power.
Yeah, about the only place on this street that's got lights is you.
Yeah, I say that, and let me show this. What this is identical to. Let me pull it up here where I can. It's over here. You know how you like to show an example.
Yep.
Let me have to do several screens here, but as we go down, I want to get to this picture and show you this. This is how you have power, because this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, as they say. I'm almost there. There's Ellie.
It's getting there.
Little Ellie.
Scott County, y'all should be getting some weather out of this as well. I see some people asking about Scott County. I haven't talked to my counterpart over there, Mike Marlowe, which is sometimes good when your EMA starts talking to one another. That means something might not be going the greatest.
That's true.
Everything's good.
But if you're sitting in the dark and tired of it every time the power goes out, this is what you need. This is what we're on. This is the exact model that we've got. Booker Electric can tell you more about it. They'll come out, hook it up, and I promise you, it takes 30 to 35 seconds when the power goes out for this to turn on. This is a box that goes on the outside of your house. It's what they call the switcher. And it lets it know if there's electricity coming to the house or not, and it turns it on. It doesn't get any better. I cannot brag on that enough.
Well, I mean, everything you've got in here is on battery backup. And as soon as power goes out, you're operating battery, just like you said, 30 seconds, and you're back operating on power. Hey, buy local. This guy's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Rusty Booger can hook you up.
You want to know how I found out about those little power things, the battery backup?
How'd you find out about them?
Power went out, nothing worked. It just kills everything.
That normally get you thinking about what you can do, don't it?
Yeah, you have to plan ahead there as we do this. We got a lot going on today. We'll be right back, and we're going to go over closings next, talk about that. If we haven't gotten yours yet, please let us know. Some delayed openings, trees down, wherever you may be. Let us know what's going on in your neighborhood. We definitely want everybody to be safe. It's been dark. I can see outside the window now. It's starting to break. But like we had that accident a little bit earlier there on Pine Springs Road. You come around that curve, and there was a power line in the road, and off into the woods they went, or bushes.
Yeah, and it's it can sneak up on you. And now, just because the light's out doesn't mean that you need to drive any faster. Slow down. These roads are not real safe.
All right, we'll be right back with more.
2024 Kia Sportages have rates as low as 0.9%. The 2024 Kia Sorento has interest rates as low as 0.9%. We've got 2024 Kia Fortes for as low as $349 a month, $349 a month. Come see us at Kia of Meridian.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
And welcome back as we're scrambling around getting out as much information as we can, as quickly as we can. Thank you all so much for choosing us and joining us this morning. A big thank you to MOX joining us as well. We just got this in. We have a huge tree down across 19th Avenue. This is here in Meridian as we pull this up to take a look at that. That's a pretty nasty tree there.
Power lines mixed up in it as well.
Yeah.
Just because the power line's on the ground does not mean that it is not live. Do not mess with power lines. Wait till power company gets there because it could still be energized very easily, and you do not, especially with the wet ground, you don't want to be touching on these power lines.
As we look up to Lowe's, Walmart there on the hill, we just had this sent in just a few moments ago. This is power company backups that are in town to help restore power. That's just one of the many people that are in town doing that. We appreciate them being here helping out with this.
Yes, I mean, that's tremendous to be staged here and be ready to move in, and they're here.
I'm going to pin this up here to the top of our live video so everybody, when they come to the page, will see it along with the closings there. As we come down, let's take a look here. What else?
We also have Meridian Municipal Court. If you got court today, you got to be there at 9:30. So court is not out of session.
I mean, Judge Roberts is not helping anybody. Buck's not letting them off.
No, that's county. This
This
is
is city.
Meridian Municipal Court will start at 9:30 a.m. So don't rush to get there. Don't be late. Get there and be safe while you're going there. We do not know about city garbage yet. We haven't got any updates on that yet.
Working on that. We showed this during the first show during the 6 o'clock hour. Let's show you this picture of the home that was hit by a tree earlier this morning right off of Highway 19. As you look at that, that's where it struck the home. And let me show you just where this is. This is the 4600 block up by the barbershop along there. There's a trailer park there, and a tree fell across that. No injuries, thank heavens. That's the good news we can tell you about that. Pretty common. Do not stay in a home right now. All this wind at 40-something mile an hour gust, it'll hurt you. Reed Tree Service can come out and help remove a tree if it's overhanging from your house. As we get older, we learn these things.
Yeah, you don't want, it's good with some shade, but days like this, it gives you that little pucker factor, and sometimes that's not real good to have.
I agree with you on that, Odie. It's kind of scary there. We had this sent in last night. This was from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Isn't that a beautiful scene?
Man.
That is the storms, as you can see off in the distance there, coming ashore there. And boy, she come in blowing and going. And fortunately, this path, and let's go to radar. We hadn't shown radar since we went live on this of where everything is. This is current radar that we've got going on. As we glance at this, you'll see all this rain out to the west of us here. That's right there around Jackson as we zoom in on this Walnut Grove north of Forest. And this is ever changing as we look how the weather is going to do. Kosciuszko, look at from Vicksburg on up. This has really shrunk in size of what we expected from the beginning, the rain. Now, we are getting the wind on this, but the amount of rain, not as bad for this area as we had originally thought. And so it is better. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Good morning, Carly. See, she's up in Edom, so.
Watch it, Carly. Making sure. Let's see what other updates that have come in. I don't have that. All right, as we do this, I want to bring up Kemper County Courthouse. A delay there, 10 a.m. start time on that. Kemper County schools are out. Let's go back over the closings that we are aware of. If we haven't got yours yet, you can inbox us. This is at the top of the page. As you'll look here, sorry we're closed. You can read that. We have numerous schools that are closed. Kemper County, let me refresh this because we made some changes to this since this was posted. Enterprise is delayed by 1 hour. I'm assuming that's still going to hold. Lamar School also will have a delayed start. The middle and high school will come in at 10 o'clock, and the elementary school to begin at 10:15 this morning. Kemper County out, Meridian, Lauderdale County, Newton County, Neshoba, Quitman School District, Nanawaya, Louisville School, Silva Bay, Kemper Academy, the Pentecostal Christian Academy, Russell Christian Academy, Philadelphia Public Schools, St. Patrick, Rankin County Schools, East Central Community College, MCC, EMCC, Potter's Wheel, North Crest, Barbara Henson, Daddy's Daycare, Poplar Springs United Methodist Day School, Dreams Come True. And then the city offices, as we brought up, a delayed opening of 9:30. The Growing Tree is closed. Wesley House, they're not doing anything today. And a lot of people go through there in a day's time.
Yes, they do.
The courthouse closed except for essential personnel and Delwood property owners. How do you determine if you're an essential person? Odie, let me put the hot seat on you.
Well, that's pretty much well going to be emergency management, fire, and law enforcement.
That's essential.
So, yeah, we
If you
don't
work
get
at
those,
any of
days
the
off.
above, you've got to show up for work today.
Yeah, my wife said, "Are you going to come home today?"
Maybe not.
Because I hadn't been home since sometime yesterday.
Yeah. It little break there.
Yeah, I've had so much coffee.
Yeah, I bet you are just a jumping jack
I had a
flag.
little shake, this morning. The guy says, "Man, are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why are you shaking?" I said, I don't know, I'm wired." He said, "You drink a lot of coffee?" I said, "I've been spilling most of it."
you can't hold it. Those things will happen on days like this, Odie.
Oh, man, yeah.
As we look at a few things that have gone on, and we're not going to forget about weather. We're going to come back and talk about this more. We had a situation yesterday, and I reported on it, and I edited the story. And let me tell you who, what, and why. As we look at this, there was a death in Meridian yesterday, Odie. Someone was driven to the hospital. They were deceased in the car when they arrived. The Meridian Police Department arrived on scene. They began to investigate. Once the investigation began, it was told that this may have happened in Clark County. So the word went back, and this would be within the city of Quitman, and they were investigating. They still are investigating, but it certainly looks like it may not have happened there. So this is an open case. It can end up in any way now. The car belonged to the deceased person. We'll leave the rest out there as this continues. We don't know. I got an idea, but we'll wait to get an official report on the cause of death that has not been officially determined yet. But did not involve a gun or anything like that. But we're waiting to get an official word on this and where it was. We officially don't know. I'm not sure that the police were told the accurate information. We know things like that.
Say that's
happen.
not so.
Yeah. But most equipment going.
Yeah, ain't happening here.
Didn't happen here. Who is that?
It was,
Don't know him.
And that guy was from the coast or something.
Yes.
That they had put out.
Moss Point.
Yeah.
Moss Point is where the fellow's from. The car is from there. I think the person that delivered him to the hospital may have been from Meridian. There's a lot that we don't know about this. And another big thing that happened yesterday, Odie, is, and I've heard conflicting reports of where they were actually struck, but we had a drive-by shooting yesterday, Meridian. I know you don't think it's true. Couldn't happen. Argue with me.
And they hit something?
They did. My first report was as, what's his name? Forrest Gump says, I was shot in the buttocks. You want to see?
You get some ice cream.
And then the next report that we got, they were struck in the foot.
There's that daggone pinky toe again.
Yeah, it'll happen there. So the person, it's not life-threatening by any means of the imagination, but somewhere right now, someone's either not wanting to sit or hold their foot.
And that's not fun. Look, ain't neither one of us had any sleep, so give us just a hair of a break.
Yes, sir. But these things happen on a daily. It is not just Meridian, but it happens everywhere. But we're going to focus and let you know when it does, and we're going to tell you as much as we know about this. I think an informed public is the best there is. You can't get any better than that. Coming up, we got to brag on some old boys that wear the green outfits. Those game warden guys.
Yeah, we call them the Possum Patrol.
Or was that Possum Patrol? Possum Patrol coming up. We'll tell you what they've done. We'll do that next.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler? Or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles. A GMC Denali. Or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie, and we got a closing that we just got. That's your cue.
Well, Todd got on me.
Well, okay, Todd, back off.
Yeah,
there.
Todd said they don't like to be called the Possum Patrol.
They don't care for that. Well, we're going to talk about who nicknamed them that.
It's old. It wasn't. I didn't start that. But Magnolia Quilt Guild meeting has been canceled today.
Okay, so that not happening.
No, and Happy Gilmore's mama now. You know, she was on the
That was
quilt
Grandma.
making. That was Grandma.
And that's what when I think of quilt making, I think of that scene from Happy Gilmore where they were in the nursing home and the head nurse was forcing all the little ladies to make quilts so they could sell them. Pick it up, Grandma. Production. I dare you to tell your kids when they come to visit you what's going on.
They're not going to believe you.
As we mentioned, before we get back to weather, I wanted to thank these guys for what they do above and beyond. I called and talked to them. I had somebody call me yesterday, and they had a baby deer that was stranded in their yard, and they were very, very concerned about it. And I want to say they named it Francine due to the storm.
Might as well.
And let me show you Francine. Here she is in the yard there. She had climbed, they put this over so she wouldn't get wet.
Well, look at that.
A little baby deer there, stranded, didn't have any energy to go anywhere. And I got in touch with Bud Loper and the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, came out and took care of this little fellow for me. And we can't say a thank you. I know a lot of you think of all these guys, they just come write you a ticket. That's not what they're all about. They are there to help. And I just want to say a big thank you to Bud and his team for handling this. And it makes people feel good to know that there's someone they can call that cares as much as they do about animals.
Well, that's why they do give tickets when it's necessary. because they are for wildlife, and they're for keeping Mississippi's wildlife population where it needs to be, and making sure that our wildlife is safe. And I've called Bud 9:30, 10 o'clock at night and said, "Look, I got an issue," and he came over and was right there on top of it. A great guy to work with, dedicated, and really does care for wildlife.
I was seeing if we had any more comments here. Let me scroll down this.
While you're looking, somebody else, they brought up trash in the county. So to reiterate on that one, there is no trash pickup today. ADSI in the county will not pick up today. If you're on today's route, your trash will be picked up tomorrow. If you're on tomorrow's route, your trash will be picked up Saturday, and then Monday right back to normal again.
So it's garbage important. You don't really think about that until you need those guys, do you?
Oh, man, it's something.
Some other reports of trees that we have. Aaron Lutheran Road in Conahatta area, blocking the road, a tree there. County Road 370, several nice-sized limbs in the road. Bunton Gun Road, which is here in Lauderdale County, right close to 493, a tree across the road. We're getting there. Shallow Vinville, a tree across the...
A tree across the tree?
That word.
Yeah.
Across the road in a curve.
We got any toads closed?
That's going to probably happen today. And if you don't know what Odie is talking about, I made a post not long ago, and I typed out the word road. I hit send, and it was toads everywhere. Toad in the road.
Toad in the road.
Toadway. We had a lot of those.
And people had fun with that,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious to see what they'd come up with, and it was just, it was very enlightening.
We're showing that there's a tree down on Arundel Road also, Odie. I'm going down through here looking at the Pine Springs Road South End has a tree on it also. So if you've got, we'd love to see it in a comment or inboxes so we can pass this information along to everybody as quickly as we can.
And somebody asked, are we through with the worst? Well, we still have rain. We still have wind. So are we through with the worst? Probably so, but we are not out of danger yet. We still have high winds. We have extremely wet grounds, and we still could see additional trees over the next few hours fall and could possibly take down power lines. So still use extreme caution.
What's the location we just got there in the comments?
Let's see here. Tree cross 80 right past Hickory going towards Newton. So
We
probably
also,
right there in Newton County.
Newton County. Highway, and this is I've rode this road before with Greg. Highway 514 at County Road 350. We've got a tree blocking the entire road. Huge pine tree laid over. And these pine trees, y'all got to remember, they get to swaying and they snap just like that.
Yeah, your hardwood is mainly the whole tree gets
up by the root.
uprooted and come up, and these pine trees with this wind that we've got, they start blowing, and if that wind stops and they pop back up, that's when the tops of these pine trees snap, and that's what comes down. So be extremely careful going up and down these roads because you just don't ever know.
And I asked about Highway 19 to the mall. I would assume that being a major highway that it is clear. I haven't gotten any reports. We're getting more on the side roads.
The side roads are the biggest because there has been some traffic on 19. Still, there are some areas that's got some debris. Of course, I was on that 5:30 this morning kind of checking everything out. So I don't know the shape of it now, but I know our county roads, a lot of those are covered in pine straw and other debris, and it's slick. It's just not safe.
We're seeing that Tina sitting all by herself in the dark over at the Dollar General there in Cedar Hill. No power there. She reported for work this morning. And let's be honest about this. We don't know how long this is going to take. What did I do with it? Here it is. I got a report as you say something there.
All right. Well, I was just looking. That's just talking about trash. We've put that out. The only people we don't know about trash-wise is the city. We don't know what their plan is. Hopefully somebody can get that information to us so we can push that out. If you're picking up trash in the city, let us know, or if you're not. So
Right, we have another wreck, I-20, mile marker 124 in the westbound lane. A Kia has slid off the road and down the ditch is what I'm being told on that. No word of injuries. We also have an accident with injuries on Highway 39 in the 10,000 block of Highway 39 North. That's going to be north of Briarwood, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right on that. Causeyville Road, there's a lot of that's going to be real slick. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't. But I know a lot of people have got to go to work. A lot of places are still operating. Just be safe. Leave early enough that you can drive slow.
I am right. It was a little further than I even realized. This is going to be just north of where you'd go to the naval base. It'll be that next road right here, right there near Daleville Cemetery.
Yeah.
Right there is where that wreck is with injuries. If you're in that area there, and let me just show where this is on this map of Google. This most likely somebody turning here. This is looking back toward right around that corner right there is where you go to the base.
That's where you take that turn. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the cemetery that's right there. And so somewhere right around here, we've had an accident this morning. Be careful. The roads are slick, and you cannot stop.
No,
You just commence to sliding there. And of course, if you have a fender bender there, Chet, don't forget about Chet. They can take care of you. Chet's Paint and Body.
And he said, turn your lights on. Yes, definitely.
You want to do that in all cases.
Look at that. I got a pumpkin on my head. Brenda said, look like you got a pumpkin. I do have a pumpkin on my head. That ought to be a new hat. Let me get centered. There we go.
Yesterday we had an accident on North Hill Street. This would involve a light pole. Look at that. A little damage there as the Meridian Fire Department showed up and worked on that. And let me tell you this, it was a little strange yesterday because I focused more on weather than I did anything else. And Odie, I had withdrawals. I kept doing this, wanting to run.
So vacation's gonna be tough, huh?
It would. I don't know if I could handle a vacation. I was trying to keep track of where old Francine was going, and I'd get a text, and I'd be going, ooh.
I need to chase that.
It was different not being live on the scene. I reported a lot of things, but I was not live on the scene like I normally am.
Wow. All right, so we're getting reports that the wreck on Highway 39 is they hit a tree.
Ooh.
So I hope that, I don't know was it across the road? Did it fall across the road and they hit it, or did they run off the road and hit the tree? So we don't know about that yet.
We'll try to
Marion Post Office yesterday, they had some electrical issue. Smelled like some.
Wasn't it out back and it was some smoke going and it made it look like the post office was on fire, but it wasn't?
Well, it smelled like some burning wire, some electrical work. So they are working on that. It's across 39, so I guess there is a tree.
Okay.
Over there.
Yeah. Hubba.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back with more information. Don't run off. We've got so much more to tell you. And as always, let us know what's happening in your neighborhood.
Somebody's glad to see you got your hat back today.
Oh, we'll address that in just a moment. Me and my hat. We'll be right back and tell you more. Scotty Ray and Odie. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we get more information, this is Odie. I've gotten used to being over here by myself in these situations.
The last couple of days, that's all it was.
As we get into the Highway 39 wreck, we're getting pictures of the wreck, the accident. Now, look at this. This is, as you said, across the road.
Yeah, and that's a main thoroughfare, 39, connecting DeKalb and Meridian.
Look at that damage there to the windshield area.
Wow.
Now, there's something that we even need to go a step further and talk about this. Deaths in America that happen as you're out traveling with a tree actually striking the car, not you bumping into it, but landing on top of it, can take a life also. It's what you would call with the freak accident, I think is the word that is used when these things happen. We also just got in something else, Odie, that we want to show out on Fisher Road. Let's look at this.
Yeah, live power line with that tree. And that's why you don't touch a power line that's down, because they can still be energized like that one. So be careful if you run upon one.
And what was that? Flickering lights there. We're still on generator. We're on generator backup. We don't have any power where we are. Let's see here. We got this Stonewall. Here we go. We mentioned this a moment ago, but here's Stonewall, Mississippi. Look at that. And that is down near County Road 350. Huge pine tree. That looks like the top of it gone.
Yeah, and it's right there on top of a power line.
Yeah, I've seen that curve. I know that curve.
Yeah, if you turn off of 145 right by Clarkdale School and take that out a few miles when you come to the big intersection, that's 514. And that's right there by where that tree's at.
Let's overlook the yellow folder here. Boy, that thing's bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Highway 493 and Button Gun Road. That's where that is, blocking the road there. And again, we've got fire crews and volunteer firemen everywhere responding to this stuff this morning, trying to get it out. Not out, but
trying to get it out, trying to get it up.
Cleared
up. And I know our road department, there's an essential personnel, our road department.
Yes.
I know they're out and about trying to help get this done. Power lines in a tree, and nobody touches that until the power company gets there and says, yes, that is isolated and it's safe. We don't take chances of moving a tree that's got power lines in it.
And here's another thing you don't take chances on. Leaving that. What do you call? I don't wear one of those hats that have that has.
You talking about a strap on it?
Yeah, I don't have a strap.
You might get you a rubber band next time.
Listen, I had gone by and had to grab my mom something yesterday. Where's my button here? Let me get it from the start. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's a video of me leaving Wally World yesterday.
His spies were on him. Watch this through the back window. Whoop.
I chased that cowboy hat all the way across the parking lot. The funny part, they didn't get the funny part, it was me chasing it.
You wasn't going to let it get away, was you?
That son of a gun was moving, let me tell you. And I can't imagine how bad he would be out there today.
You need that rubber band today.
Have mercy. She inboxed me, and that was just plumb hilarious, and I do appreciate her sending that to me. We had an issue yesterday also, Odie, in Sugarlock, Mississippi. As you're getting ready to go to Sugarlock Lumber in that area there, if you go up Highway 45. Look at this fender bender. Rump row into the back end.
That's a hard bumper right there.
Just kind of got hung in the rear end of that delivery truck there. No major injuries, thank goodness there. As we report from that. Yesterday afternoon, this is a common thing that volunteer firemen have to respond to. Over by the Pilot truck stop, we had a rig come in off of I-20, and I'm assuming, this is an assumption here, that a brake caused this to where a tire caught fire. And they had to rush out to put the 18-wheeler out before it spread, but it was a tire that caught fire, and they ran to the scene to get that out there. Let's see. I need another bottle of glue. I might need that for that hat there. No power, Russell Thompson. A transformer, we're being told, just blew right outside of Collinsville near the Dollar General as they were passing it. Caught fire as someone could notify the power company. That's it. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm sure we've got.
Yeah, we'll pass that. I'll send them a message and let them know. Oak Tippy Dam Road just lost power. Twiddly Branch Road just lost power.
I'm not sure the scarf look good all around the cowboy hat there.
Well, if you just wrap the scarf that way.
I don't want to be Richard Simmons. Polly grip that hat to that head. Oh, let's see what else is happening this morning as we look at it. This was sent in to us. I want to show you this. This was early on, as on the near New Orleans yesterday. We had this sent in here from a boat. I want you to look at this.
Man.
Let me hit play. It doesn't work right unless you do that. That's serious wind on that river.
Yeah, you just don't want to be out there moseying on without the proper boat.
You know, there's a lot of guys that do that for a living. The tugboat living, they work on the river. That's not the job cut out for me in life. That's some hustling going on that.
They work.
Yes, they
work.
Don't think that's going to be a vacation when you get there, but it pays well.
Oh, it pays good.
But again, not everybody is cut out for that. And this was another one of those things. I knew that water was blowing from here to 20 to 25 feet high in the air, and I couldn't get there because I was covered in weather. But we had a road closure yesterday. It would be at 18th Street and 17th Avenue. Much like that water that I went to the other day that was behind Anderson's Hospital where the water was shooting up out of the road, except this was a little bit higher, and it was going and going. After they made a patch, they opened up all of the fire hydrants and was letting the water so it wouldn't jump the road again.
Yeah.
And I think they're still working on that today to get that repaired.
Why can't you ask a question? Ask it again. I'm sorry, Wesley, if we didn't say. Where's the tree burning with the power line on Fisher Road? I don't think we've got an address.
No, we didn't get an address. It just said Fisher Road.
Fisher Road.
But that's the best way. Little Angie, where is she this morning? Little Angie, I'll send her down that way. Chris Reed lives out that way. Chris Reed, Stephanie, where are you at?
Get him out there doing something.
Yeah, get on that situation, find out about it. We wanted to also mention a change as we look at this of timing of when this happens. Full moon on 5th was going to happen tomorrow night. They've moved it. It's still going on, but they've had to choose a different band and location due to some activity going on because it was originally set up last week, but there's something going on at Mississippi State at the MSU Riley Center, so it had to be moved, and they took it on down to the rails. There you go.
Full moon on rail this time.
So it's a family gathering. They always put on a fantastic show, and of course that will be fun underneath the bridge. We done the Jeff Bates concert there. We done. Who's the guy that sang International Harvester, Redneck Yacht Club? Craig Morgan.
Craig Morgan.
We
you
did his
also
show.
brought the one that was on The
Jason
Voice.
Aldean was there.
Who was that was on The Voice? He just left it. You brought him. Well, somebody else brought him down, but you knew him.
Come on, Blake.
Blake Shell.
No, Blake was out at the Ag Center.
Oh, was that the Ag
Ag
Center?
Center, yeah.
Okay, I thought he was up under the bridge too.
We did Jeff Bates, Jason Aldean there, and Craig Morgan, and then the little guy that sang My High School. Great song there. I'll think of his name in a minute. Blaine Larson. He was the opening act for Craig Morgan. I'll never forget it. That November, it was hot and hotter. The day of the concert, it dropped to 20. Ooh. Rob Seal, God bless him, he was helping me as we tried to find heaters for the guitar players. We looked all up, blow up there.
Oh, them little fingers was probably tore up.
Yeah, and I'll never forget Rob Seal. He's such a great sport. Helped us so many ways, and gosh, it's hard to believe Rob Seal is no longer with us.
It is. Grew up with him, and
Fine is
one good guy right there.
Yeah,
great
seriously.
family. What a guy that used to go to church with us. He always said that fella right there come from good stock.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if we got Lizia. Let's go here. We just got a updated picture. This is Lizia Road at Briarwood intersection. Whoop, tree down, power lines down.
Yeah, that's the whole top of the power line down there.
Yeah, look at that. Broke right there in that picture. Off she goes. We urge you, if you don't have to be out today, and again, I want to reiterate this because there was a lot of questions. People going, "We don't even look bad. Why would we skip school today?" This is why. You do not need your children out on the roads when this is going on.
No, not it's safe, and it was best to call that last night when they did, so people had the opportunity to make arrangements for their children. Instead of waiting early on. So I commend all the guys who made that final decision. I'm glad it's not me that has to make that call, but they made the right call at the right time, and overall it was the safest thing to do.
All right, you know where if you're coming up from, what's the road about, Crossroads, and you're going to the mall, and you get to the four-way stop and you take a right to go.
The funny four-way stop.
Yeah, it's real weird. If you go straight, that is called Virginia Drive. We have a tree down on it, Odie. Let's pull that up and take a look at that. There's a pine tree there. You can probably get around it, but we'll definitely scuff a vehicle.
Yeah. Now, that goes down to those railroad tracks where the paper mill company is, where they make the paper towels and stuff.
They still in operation?
They are.
Okay, yeah. That's what happens down in that curve. So if you're headed in that direction, keep that in mind. Let's see what else we got. We got another one here. This is going to be 21st Street and 7th Avenue as we pull this up. Look at that big tree.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's another view of that. We got a bunch of these happening. We're not getting all of them. That's what we're trying to tell you.
They're everywhere, and the power crews are working their tails off. So be cautious. I can't say that enough. Georgia Pacific. Thank you, Don.
Yeah.
That's the name of the paper company down there, Georgia Pacific.
Are you familiar with the tube plant? I'm not. We're getting tube plant closed today. We're getting word of that. So if you were going there.
I did not know that.
That is the current road conditions that we've got. If you've got more, please get those to us. We're getting those added up as quickly. Oh, we got something else here. West Lauderdale. Here we go. We got a couple guys helping out here. Let's back this up. There we go.
Good Samaritans.
Yes, sir.
Getting out and trying to get that cleared up so they can open up that road to pass by. Just be careful if you do that. I'm going to reiterate again, make sure there are no power lines tangled up in there when you start grabbing hold to these tree limbs.
Yeah, that one looks clear there. There were no power lines around it. But always, if you're a redneck like us, always keep a pair of gloves in your truck because it comes in handy on days like this.
Especially you get a hold of a briar.
I'm glad
wake you up.
I thought you were going to say something else. Always keep those gloves handy.
Yeah. We're not through with these trees coming down yet, so be careful.
We'll be right back.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer. Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise, 601-453-4009. Where did we
Here
go? There we are.
Here we are.
Had to
Look
hit the
at
button again. We got several reports. Oh, Al at Al's Gardening Gift is
Yeah.
going to be closed due to power outages there on State Boulevard Extension.
You'd think he'd know to go get a generator
Get
to
on him.
operate from.
I heard a flicker. We could have just went back to electricity.
Yeah, we did have a click, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm unsure if we went back or not. That's how quick
Yeah.
generators work in between.
And you never know it. I'm busting old Al there for that generator, but I'm serious. It is something to have a generator hooked to your home called Booker Electric, and let him come and install one. You don't know it's there. You don't have to push a button. You don't have to pull a handle. You don't have to do anything. It will automatically crank and run.
Al was just telling me, the light bulbs we were talking about yesterday that he has that screws into your light, and then
Yes.
He said he sold out of those, and they got more ordered. They're trying to get those.
Those are great. Those are awesome.
And those flashlights. Now, don't forget to take a look at that flashlight that I have officially endorsed.
You don't have a flashlight. You have a mini sun.
Al has got them. You'll love it. Don't be in the dark anymore. Hey, this was pretty neat on a national story.
That's a heck of an expression.
Yes, it
Rut
is. And
row, rut
we
row.
just- rut row. We something.
Everything went out.
Yeah, it hung everything. I have no idea why.
It kind of scared me.
When it's time to store something, all right, Odie, we got a frozen pitcher. With whatever happened, it really upset the apple cart. Let me do it this way. Here we go. We'll go to that camera.
Yeah, it kind of. There was some things making some noises up in here.
Yeah, and it froze the camera. We never lost power, but it froze the camera as all of that went on. So our apologies on that. We'll work off of this camera to the top of the hour as we get that going this morning there. Let's see here what else we've got.
We get out of here. I'm probably going to have to go get one of them fine Coca-Colas from Meridian Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
Well, you may need that before it's all
One of
said
them
and
in a
done.
glass bottle.
Yeah,
them
yeah,
things
yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, we'll be right back. More coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie as we travel along this morning. Welcome.
Jordan LaParish Tractor here to talk about our fall hunting package, the Whitetail Widowmaker L2502 DT with a DH1560, an RCR 1260 6-foot cutter. You're going to get a free pipe top trailer with that. We're about 60 days from hunting season. This package is going to start around $29,999 cash, as little as $385 per month. Come see us, 4 locations, Meridian, Hattiesburg, Poplarville, Robertsdale, and coming soon to the Panhandle of Florida.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Welcome back, and wrong screen.
There we are.
There we are. Camera issue there.
I'm still not orange as bad as I used to be with that camera.
It's a little better there as we have a backup camera. The camera 2 still working correctly. Camera 1 just don't want to work. Let's look at radar, Odie, as we look at this morning as we go back to take a look at radar. This is the rain. Look at all of this to our west of here.
Man.
Meridian northwest of Jackson now as we zoom in on this, all around Carthage getting pounded now with heavy rain as we get into the Durant. Look at this Belzonia area. That's where the eye of this thing is pushing the storm out front. Ackerman, Winona, Vaden, Greenwood, Mississippi, all of that, as you can see it moving across. Now, we do have one storm that is located in Lauderdale County. Let's look at this. This is going to be over near Northeast High School, Highway 45, Tompton out to Russell area. We got a storm there occurring there. A little rain, be careful. We got our linemen working. South of town, and this is going to be down around that 137 as we look at this on the interstate, I-59, where we often have wrecks. We've got some more heavy showers, Odie, picking up there as you get there. No wrecks that I'm aware of right here. That is the good news.
It really is. That's always been a place that we've had to go hang out. So hopefully everybody's decided to slow down going around that curve. We've got the information out there that people know that is a dangerous curve on 59 coming into Meridian.
So that's the situation that we've got with that, as we're going to continue today to keep up with what's going on with the different odds and ends with the weather.
Wind, just because the rain stops does not mean the wind's going to stop, and it does not mean that we're still going to have trees come down, because we could experience that for another couple of hours.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Let's go back and make sure I hadn't got some more pictures that have been added here. The same ones of what we've got.
Yeah.
Nothing new on that. Road closures, everything is going to remain the same with the closings that we have. If you have something new, we're expecting this to be out of the area within a couple of hours. We may have a little wind through lunchtime, but for the most part, Odie, our rain has moved out of the area, and we're doing better. So, off to the races we go.
We're still there, and I thank God that He gave us the light part of the storm that we got, and continue to pray for those that are still in this storm.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And we would like to tell you that the rest of the day there's not going to be any more accidents, but the streets are wet. The more you travel, the more opportunity for an accident to happen. Be careful if you have to travel this morning. We do not want you to be involved in one if at all possible.
Exactly.
So there we go. We got any birthdays this morning during all this stuff?
We do. We've got some birthdays. We don't have as many, and I hadn't seen a whole lot being shown, but we do have Penny Trails having a birthday, Sheila Morgan, Lee Harris, Billy Green, and MJ Godwin is having a birthday today.
There's a question for you.
Does Meridian Coke have the glass bottles, and where can I get them?
Sam's has it.
Sam's has it, and I want to say Walmart's got it. I know my wife loves vanilla Coke, and to get those, we have to go to the Shell station there on 39 right by the interstate.
I've been getting mine bottled there and they got them out at in Newton County. If you want to drop in, they got every bottle drink that you can think of.
You talking about the Red Goat?
The Red Goat.
They got some good stuff out there.
We stopped in there not long ago and got one.
Yes, we did, just to get a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a special trip. We had that on our mind.
It was like, let's go get a Coke.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good Coca-Cola, and I tell you, there's nothing like a good Dasante water when you just need a refreshing water.
We also had a question about Generac. That's going to be Booker. He can help you out there on B Street, Meridian. Hang a left there. They'll come. Call them. They'll help you.
There is a birthday right there. We got Ridge Terrell is 2 years old today. Well, look at there.
Forest, Mississippi, joining the show.
Forestdale.
Forestdale, is that different?
Yeah, Forestdale, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of Forestdale. Well, thank you for being here. Gonna have to broadcast from your ham radio.
We were looking over here. Let's see here. Now, actually, the generator, somebody said it did. The camera had an issue and messed up just a moment ago. All right, as we look at that, got sound but no pic. That's correct. That was back when that little blurb happened.
Yep.
Making sure we didn't miss anything there. All right, we got everything back rolling again.
Yes, sir.
As we get ready to leave each and every day.
Winn-Dixie has bottled Coke.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Brandon, Mississippi, joining us there. Melanie. Hi,
hey, Melanie.
Courtney in the hospital today. We do hope you have a speedy recovery.
No, that's our 2-year-old birthday today. Is spending his second birthday in there.
Okay.
Wow.
Appreciate that. All right, we're going to be behind the scenes watching the weather throughout the day, letting you know what goes on. We appreciate that so much. Odie, we need to leave with a Bible verse. What do you got for us today?
Oh, we do have to have a Bible verse. And we're going to go to James 5, verse 13. Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. I tell you, there's nothing that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ would not do for each and every one of us. He gave his life for each one of us. He died on the cross so that we will have everlasting life. Go to him and ask him to fulfill your heart, fulfill your needs. He will be there for us when we need him. Anytime something great happens, always make sure we rejoice his name and give him thanks for what he's done for us. Man, I tell you, it's always great having him in our heart and him with us as we go throughout each day. We want to give him all the praise and all the glory that we can. We've enjoyed y'all being with us this morning. It is a Thursday. It's a wet Thursday. It's still a dangerous morning. Be careful while you're out there. But don't worry. Scotty Ray's going to be on the scene getting the more weather updates to you. But until then, 23 hours, we'll be back on Friday with a couple of guests, one special guest.
Yes, sir.
But always remember, there's one thing for sure. We love you.